What's good with y'all boys? Welcome back to the episode of Ryan Everything Sports Podcast. Today I'm here to break down my NFL locks of the week. Now, great week of betting for both Ray and myself. Ray went 3-1, making him 21-14-1 overall. I went 4-1, making me 29-27-1 overall. Great week of betting. My only miss was the Eagles minus 2.5. Was never close. Awful. Just terrible bet. I think Ray's miss was Cowboys minus 7, so awful as well. So we both missed terrible on our misses, but we both smashed the Kelsey line. I also had Pacheco. I had the Rams plus 3.5, and I had one other bet, but just a lock, honestly. And then Ray had other bets, of course, that hit and did good. But overall, 7-2 overall. I mean, that's pretty damn good betting right there. So I'm going to break down my NFL locks. I have 6 locks. So 6 locks. So if I have another repeat of last week, go maybe, 5-1, 6-0 maybe. I haven't had a perfect. Actually, I have. I had a couple 3-0s, but never 4+. So we're looking to go 6-0 for the week. First bet, going with Kansas City plus 3 at the Buffalo Bills at minus 120. Now, I never bet against Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, but really Mahomes and Andy Reid. I can't bet against those guys. I mean, I think this game boils down to who makes the mistakes and who are they facing. Josh Allen, a very mistake-prone quarterback. I understand that they fired their offensive coordinator, but with Joe Brady, their new offensive coordinator, he's still putting up similar turnovers, and he still has plenty of turnover-worthy plays. And I think playing that good Kansas City Chiefs defense, they will capitalize on those turnover-worthy plays. So I like the Chiefs plus 3. And also, I think the Buffalo Bills just have more pressure in this game. I mean, think about it. Which team was putting up Super Bowl banners in their locker room before the season started? The Bills were, and they hadn't even gone to the Super Bowl. I mean, they've won 7 in a row now. They've got all the pressure riding on them. The Chiefs' offense looks bad. Mahomes isn't playing well. This isn't the Chiefs that we know and have come to love. And I think this is their time to win. I mean, I think this is. I think if not now, then win for the Buffalo Bills. So I think all the pressure's on them. I think Mahomes and the Chiefs are playing with house money. And I think they'll go in there, and I think they win. But for sure, plus 3 is a steal. So I love the Chiefs plus 3 at minus 120. Second bet, I'm taking Mr. Zay Flowers over 50.5 receiving yards at minus 110. Now, he's their number one receiver, no doubt about that. I mean, he just is. Odell Beckham, he's good. They got a few other nice guys that are good, but Zay Flowers is their number one. Now, Mark Andrews is probably coming back. There's no for sure decision yet, but if he does, that's good or bad. I think it's a good thing. I think that a lot of that attention will then go back to Mark Andrews, and then Zay Flowers will dominate. But even if he doesn't play, even better. All the targets will go to Zay Flowers now if he doesn't play. Now, Zay Flowers has gone over this in 4 out of his last 6 games. And the last time they played the Houston Texans, which was week 1, so a long time ago, he did have 9 receptions for 78 yards. So, smash that line. Now, in all of what I call the big games this year that he's gone over. Big games, they're hyped up. Divisional games, just the games that feel a little different. Cleveland, he had 56 yards. That's a hit. Pittsburgh, 73. That's a hit. Detroit, 75. That's a hit. Cleveland again, 73. Another hit. Now, mind you, those are pretty good defenses. Cleveland's good defense. Pittsburgh, Detroit, no. But Cleveland, another good defense. Now, Rams, 60. That's a hit. The 49ers, good defense. 72. That's a hit. And then the last game they played in against Miami, when they smashed Miami, and their starters didn't even play the later third quarter and all the fourth quarter, he had 102 yards. So I love Zay Flowers to go over 50.5 receiving yards at minus 110. My third lock of the week, I'm taking Mike Evans to go over 69.5 receiving yards at minus 115. Now, Mike Evans, big play threat. He has huge play ability. He just does. This season, he has a 75-yard reception. That'd hit. 70, that would also hit us. But then 53, 43, 35. Those are all huge plays. I mean, if he gets one of those, I feel excellent about him going over his total. And then also, he has 9 20-plus yard receptions. I mean, if we get a 20-plus yard reception in this game, that's already basically 1/3 of the way there. I mean, I love Mike Evans to go over this line. And also, the Lions have a bad defense. They just do. Their secondary is not good. Just last game they played, Puka Nacua put up 180 yards. He's a rookie. He's good, very good, but I don't think he's better than Mike Evans. So what are they going to do against Mike Evans? I don't understand. Now, I do know that a lot of the attention was probably going towards Cooper Kupp, so that definitely freed up Nacua. But Puka Nacua also doesn't have that big playability that Mike Evans does have. And also, I don't think that the Bucs will be up in this game. And if they do, they definitely won't be up big enough to where they can just try to run the ball. Not like they were against the Eagles, which he could have easily hit against the Eagles too. But the game just got out of hand. So, game flow's on our side, the matchups on our side, and the player's ability in itself is on our side. So, I love Mike Evans to go over 69.5 receiving yards at minus 115. My fourth bet, I'm taking OBJ to go over 33.5 receiving yards at minus 113. Now, it's been a little bit of a while since he's done this, but he's a playoff beast, man. Besides for his first game in the Giants, he's been excellent in the playoffs. In the wild card game in 2021, I believe, 54 yards. And that was a blowout. They won by 23 points, I think. So I doubt he played the whole game. I don't really remember, but I doubt he played the whole game. So 54, that's a lock. Easy smash. Next divisional round, 69 yards. That's against the Rams. Good defense, top balls. Still hit. The NFC Championship game, 113 yards. Another check. And then in the Super Bowl, we got hurt in the first quarter. He already racked up 52 yards. So, listen, if Mark Andrews doesn't play in this game, I love this bet. I love it. Even if he does, I still like this bet because Isaiah Likely was playing pretty well for the Ravens. And he still got, and he was still getting targets, still getting receptions, still getting yards. So, listen, we know how OBJ loves to shot in these big games, in the big Hollywood, standalone games. I think he'll do it again. I can easily see him getting 50-plus yards. So I think 33 is just a steal. So I love OBJ to go over 33.5 receiving yards at minus 113. All right, to the tail end of our bets, man. For my fifth lock, I'm taking Mr. Deebo Samuel to go over 59.5 receiving yards at minus 118. Now, time off equals big, awesome, scripted plays from Kyle Shanahan. This guy is an offensive coordinator. He's an offensive guru genius. If you give that man extra time, he's going to come up with great plays. And playing a pretty bad Green Bay defense that didn't really get fully exposed against the Dallas Cowboys, I think that he'll have a field day on these guys. I was really trying to decide between either him or Ayuk, and I did go Deebo because I think that Ayuk's going to get most of the attention now. I just think that he's been in the lineup longer. Deebo has been dealing with some injuries. I think he's just been in the lineup longer. I think there's more tape on Ayuk, so I do think that he's going to get more attention, and I do think that Deebo's going to have one big play. And also I love the yak that he allows and that he gives to us. He can catch a ball 5 yards or even behind the line of scrimmage and take it an extra 15 to 20 yards and all the way to the house if he wants to. So I love Deebo to go over 59.5. The one thing that scares me in this bet is the possibility of a blowout. But I do think that Green Bay will keep it intact long enough. And honestly, I think if it is a blowout, a lot of those big plays will go to Deebo Samuel. So I love Deebo to go over 59.5 receiving yards at minus 118. My sixth lock, I'm taking Sam Laporta to go over 35 or 3.5 receptions. Sam Laporta over 3.5 receptions at minus 173. Not great odds, or not great juice, I guess you would say, but I think it's a lock. He's gone over this 12 out of his last 18 games. I think it's going to be a passing game. I don't see them running on Vita Vea and that strong, physical Tampa Bay defensive line. I just don't. Think about the linebackers they have too. White, they got some other guys too. I don't see them being able to run the ball effectively on this team, on the defensive line and linebacker. So I do expect this to be more of a passing game, and I do think that those guys can get got and will allow for Jared Goff to hit Laporta a couple times. Also, he was coming off an injury and still got 3 receptions. I think he'll just get a lot of catches. And also, Todd Bowles, he likes to blitz, man. Blitzing is his go-to, is his signature. he's in the top 3 blitzing percentage for that defense. And the blitz equals dump offs slash security checkdowns to tight ends to running backs. So I think that Laporta will easily get 3.5 catches. I can see him getting 5, 6, 7 catches. And also, I would dabble in his touchdown as well. I just think Sam Laporta's gonna have a pretty good game. The ankle injury does scare me a little bit because he played the whole game last week. I mean, he just did. It was good. It was a good close game, so he played the whole game. But I do think that he'll smash this line at 3.5. I mean, honestly, at 4.5, you might want to take it as well. I just really believe in this kid, rookie, but I think he's earned that trust from Dan Campbell, from Jared Goff, and I do think that he will smash this line at 3.5. So, listen, man, my notes are solid. We got 6 locks for y'all boys. Came off a 4-1 week. Look at it go 6-0 at the worst. 4-2, probably 5-1 though. But hey, listen. I think the only concerning bet, or the only maybe not maybe bet, is Deebo Samuel. Other than that, they're all locks. So gonna make a 5-man parlay if you're feeling really risky. Put all 6 in there. I don't know, plus a couple thousand odds, and then cash out, baby. But man, I appreciate y'all watching, and as always, tune in next time. Peace.